sharks. Of course I was smart, so I sold all my art. Underwater caves turned to underwater graves. The slaughter was immense, ain't nobody was saved, nah. Unless they on the ship, now they under the waves. Swallowed by the sea of the whales like Jonah. I had to set sail, I was commanded by the owner. You should've known that it was over, son, I told ya. Demand the prior proof, now you gotta face the truth. Replaced by the ocean, your house and your family. The water rose high, now you down with the manatee. Up beside the ark, safe and sound, cause I had to be quick with the tools just to build forward field. That is not a pool, those are raindrops actually. Accumulating fast as they crash, you gon' have to be saying sayonara to your mother and your father, your sister and your brother. Man, I wish there was another way to save you motherfuckers from the flood. But now you stuck inside the mud, levels rising up. Colliding with the present is eventually death. Arriving from the essence, it was destiny, yes. Your niggas didn't listen, they pretend to be deaf. For centuries they slept, felt pleasure of flesh. I rang the alarm and tried to get them out the bed. I even left a message, but they left me on red. They woke up to the storm, looking up at the black clouds. They thought that I was frontin', so they backed out. What you gonna do when the world ends? Go lay down and spoon with your girlfriend. As the rain comes down with the whirlwind, tornadoes, tsunamis, that's for you, copy. Living like a snake, that's a big mistake. Now you crying up to God, but it's too late. The clouds went away after the 40th night. The light from the sun came back, that's right. You were nowhere to be seen, you were nowhere on the scene. An actor in the play to try to kill my dream. But back to the land that I see in the distance. The long green grass, but it seems kinda different. It's brighter than before the great flood ever came. Released all the beasts and the insects inside. I drank red wine, multiplied with my bride. I lived 600 years, now I'm 640. My beard's mad gray, but it's no longer stormy. I love to be 1,000, I had mad kids lounging. Found the fountain of youth, I stopped counting. And then God said there would never be another flood on the land. Shook my hand like a brother, and then I got drunk in the nude, uncovered. Niggas hating on the kid, I need the rest for the summer. We sacrificed the lamb after looking at the rainbow. I felt the sun around my head like a halo. They know the truth, I am Noah, I am Plato. Socrates and Homer all alone, this odyssey. Follow me, a letter straight, the pencil that forever fled. The ink sank into the paper from my think tank. This is just a story before the stormy night started. Invited by the soloist before he parted from the garden.